It's Monday, December 18. This is the news on PBCJ. I am Simone Absalom. Contractor General Dirk Harrison is urging caution in response to National Security Minister Robert Montague's suggestion that the OCG has effectively cleared the government of wrongdoing in relation to the bungled used car contract with O'Brien's International to supply used cars for the Jamaica Constabulary Force. He says both the OCG and the Attorney General have suggested as much, but Contractor General Harrison is cautioning the minister against making such pronouncements. He says he's urging the minister to await the completion of the investigation by the OCG. Mr. Harrison says the investigation into the matter is ongoing and should be completed before the end of the year. Veteran journalist and Deputy Chief Executive Officer of the Jamaica Information Service, Ian Boyne, is dead. Boyne, who was recuperating after being rushed to the University Hospital of the West Indies 3 weeks ago following multiple heart attacks, died this morning. The highly respected and internationally acclaimed journalist, who was in his 60s, has been in media for more than 30 years. He is most known for his personality television series Profile, the longest-running seasonal show on local television. It features successful and remarkable personalities, many of whom overcame significant hardships. Profile celebrated 30 years this March, earning Boyne many accolades, including congratulations from Prime Minister Andrew Holness.
Until then, Ian Boyne wishing you a very pleasant and a very productive week.
The Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority JCAA is stepping up its enforcement drive surrounding the operation of the unmanned aerial vehicles, popularly known as drones. Nari Williams-Singh, head of the JCAA, says the agency has been conducting sensitization about the guidelines governing the use of drones, especially during the Christmas period. A lot of them are probably at the top of gift lists. The JCAA is working with the Ministry of National Security and the Ministry of Transport to formulate regulations for the operation of drones. In the interim, he said, the JCAA is seeking compliance with the safe use of drones. The JCAA enjoys a good relationship with a number of commercial users of drones, and these operators are issued with permits each time they use their equipment for commercial purposes. 1,000 people will be employed and trained by the government in the Information and Communication Technology (ICT) field starting next January. This through the Technology Advancement Program TAP that was launched on Friday. Speaking at the launch, Technology Minister Dr. Andrew Wheatley said the program will teach young people from across the island basic and advanced ICT skills. This includes the digitization of documents across the government. TAP is funded by the Universal Service Fund and is being implemented in partnership with the Caribbean Maritime University. The university will train and certify the participants at the end of the one-year program. Mr. Wheatley says the registration for the program opens today and people can register online through the Universal Service Fund's website. The Consumer Affairs Commission, CAC, is reminding shoppers to guard against cyber scams as they make their online purchases during the Christmas season. Chief Executive Officer of the CAC, Dulcie Allen, says the impulsive spending during the Yuletide period makes persons particularly vulnerable to these scams. She notes that the steps to prevent scamming starts and ends with the buyer's ability to decipher real from dangerous and dubious links. She says customers must first confirm the legitimacy of the website they are buying from to ensure that it is the official site for the merchant. As such, she is advising persons not to navigate to sites by clicking links in emails or from advertisements. Speaking at a JIS think tank, she warned, quote, "Don't click on links in unsolicited emails. Type the URL yourself," end quote. The controversial Outer Many Tours and Entertainment attraction is back on the market. During the middle of the year, the National Housing Trust NHT had indicated that it had closed bidding on the Orange Grove estate in Trelawney, but the state agency was back in the market this month with a new invitation for investors to consider the property for either purchase or lease. The agency was forced to list the property again after negotiations with prospective investors were derailed. The estate, best known by the name of the hospitality business that operated there, Outer Many Tours and Entertainment Attraction, is a loss maker that the NHT has been trying to offload since 2015. The last set of bids was reportedly submitted in October of 2016 and underwent a period of review. Acting Commissioner of the Jamaica Fire Brigade, Emilio Ebanks, is urging householders to take steps to prevent fires by having their electrical wiring checked. Ebanks said the JFB recognizes that during the Christmas period there is an increase in the consumption of electricity, which can cause fires if wiring is faulty. He noted that there has been an increase in household fires over the past 3 years due to defective wiring.
To be using, some more electricity, you're going to be plugging in Christmas lights and decorations and all of that. Please ensure, if your house was wired and certified over 5 years ago, please ensure you get a certified and a licensed electrician to come in and do some checks, just to make sure that everything is working as it should. Over the years, we have seen during the Christmas season, during the month of December, we always see increases in the number of fires. Residential fires more than all the other fires. As a matter of fact, when we look at the past 3 years, if we look at 2014, 2015, 2016, we have seen in 2014 where the residential fires amounted to 68. In 2015, that went up to 89. In 2016, that went up to 128.
In regional news, a doctor in Trinidad and Tobago has been charged with manslaughter in the death of a newborn baby, 5 months after the infant's corpse was found in a freezer at his office. Dr. Ronald Bertram was denied bail when he appeared in the magistrate's court last week, but his attorneys later applied to the High Court and secured a $250,000 bail for their 60-year-old client. Dr. Bertram is accused of the July 1, 2017 death of the child delivered by a 22-year-old Cindy Sokanam. Puerto Rico is open for tourism as it kicks off its winter season on December 20, and just in time for the holidays. More than 100 hotels are open and operating. More than 4,000 restaurants are taking orders and serving up delicious cuisine. According to the Puerto Rico Tourism Company, the official governing body of the tourism industry, major tourism attractions island-wide have been cleaned up and restored. In sports, the battle between former Executive Director Kerry Brown and the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission, JADCO, continues. Brown's attorney, Hugh Wildman, will head to the Court of Appeal on Tuesday morning to hear the outcome of his application for a stay, pending Brown's appeal against Friday's ruling by the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court dismissed Brown's case brought against the Board of Directors of JADCO and also removed the injunction he had been granted. Costs were also awarded in favor of JADCO. JADCO's chairman, Alexander Williams, advised the office on Friday that, in effect, the Supreme Court had treated Brown as being dismissed as of October 11. It's also understood that a directive was given for the necessary steps to be taken to have Brown vacate the premises of JADCO immediately. And that's the news. Do stay with us. The weather report is next. This is PBCJ's weather report. Thanks so much for staying with us. Let's start, as usual, with our local currents. In Montego Bay right now, we're seeing a temperature at 28 degrees Celsius. for this afternoon, but it should go down to as low as 7 degrees Celsius in some areas. We're also seeing a forecast of scattered showers this evening, and the sun is set to go down at 6:33 p.m. In Kingston right now, it's just about 30 degrees Celsius. The sun is set to go down at 6:33 p.m. this evening, as will the temperature. It should go down to just about 22 degrees Celsius. Let's take a look at our forecast across the island for today. We're expecting scattered showers in the eastern and northern end of the island. We're also expecting some sunny skies in the western end. The average temperature for the island today is between 28 and 31 degrees Celsius. In our forecast for tonight, we can look forward to some cooler temperatures between 22 and 25 degrees Celsius, and there is a chance of scattered showers across most parishes. It should be pretty okay over there in Kingston. We're seeing a forecast of cloudy conditions for tonight. And tomorrow we can look forward to sunny skies in Kingston, but there is a chance of scattered showers across the rest of the island for tomorrow, so ensure that you plan and dress accordingly. We're also seeing an average temperature between 28 and 32 degrees Celsius. And we're looking at our forecast for tomorrow across the region. For those of you who are traveling, we're expecting some sunny skies in Havana, Cuba, some sunny skies, but some cloudy conditions in some areas of Bahamas. We're looking at sunny skies in Antigua, but it should be raining tomorrow if we follow our forecast in St. George's, Grenada. And that's it for the weather report. Thanks so much for making it PBCJ. Remember, we are the People's Station.